Hi, I'm Yosef Solomon and this is Tikun's Hanukkah message. The festival of Hanukkah is a special time where families gather together to share not only gifts, but a very warm experience of lighting the candles, donuts, dreidels, latkes. It's very, very special. So much so that it's probably one of the most widely accepted and loved festivals of the Jewish holidays, even amongst Jews which are totally unaffiliated. So much so that you could ask any Jewish child, even with the most basic of, let's say, Sunday school educations, what are we commemorating? What's the festival about? And they would all be able to tell you the true answer, the correct answer, which is to remember the miracle of the oil which miraculously burnt for 8 nights. But if we as adults want to connect on a deeper level and try to attain some of the spirituality that's available during this period, if we had to look at that answer deeply, we would see that there's a logical problem. There's a small conundrum. It goes like this. 1 jug of oil had enough to last for 1 day. It now burned for 8. What that means is that it's only the following 7 days which were miraculous. The first day wasn't miraculous at all. So therefore Hanukkah should really only have been a 7-day festival and not 8. One way of unlocking this mystery is to understand the ideological battle that exists between Greek and Jewish worldviews. Both cultures aim to raise man above the rest of creation, to elevate him above all the animals, not only those external to him, but even those within, his animalistic drives. The Greeks offered the world philosophy, science, astrology, sport, literature, art. They brought it to a dark world, to the extent that you may even say that Greek culture enlightened mankind. Yet if you look into our Jewish literature, the period in history where the Greek Empire reigned in its strength is called Choshech, darkness. This is because the Greeks only recognized that which they could measure, that which they could see, that which they could experience through their senses. Anything which was not empirical was not considered. It was null, it was void. This locked the Greeks into an eternal and natural universe, a universe that had always been and always will be, where everything was operating on almost a mechanical or a automated way, and all events in time were totally random. Contrary to this, Jewish culture brought spirituality, morality, and wisdom to the world through the Torah, which in our literature is called Oraisa, meaning light. It's a gift from God, something that you can't see and something that you can't measure. We understand that everything in creation is created, including time. Everything, ex nihilo, everything, yesh mi'ayin, something from nothing. And what that means is that everything is perfectly designed and not one event is random. Everything is perfect and as it should be. In fact, you could probably say that the silliest word in the Jewish lexicon might be coincidence. It doesn't exist for us. Now when the Hashmonaim, the small family of priests which led the Jewish revolt against the Greeks, finally reclaimed the Temple Mount in Jerusalem, they had one thing on their mind: rededicate the temple, clean up the mess, and light the menorah, start the service up back again. But everything was in shambles, everything was impure, everything was broken. It was against logic that they should find, let alone any oil, but they should find pure oil. But they didn't give up. And in response to that, God gave an unmistakable miracle. They found the last remaining flask of oil. And more than that, it had an unbroken seal from the Kohen Gadol, from the high priest on it. What makes this amazing is that it had never before been, and never did it was after, not the law nor the custom, that the Kohen Gadol would even look after or oversee or seal the oil. Why did this happen now? You could say it was coincidence. We say not. We say miraculous. Therefore, we understand that the finding of the oil itself and the burning of the first day alone in itself was a miracle, and therefore all 8 days are considered miraculous and commemorated as such. Really, these two ideologies present for us 2 different ways to both see and live life. You can either live life where everything that happens to you is random. It has no meaning. And you're left in the hands of a cruel, cold void. On the other hand, you can see everything in life as being perfect. Everything in life guiding you and being perfectly designed for what is necessary for that time. Just seeing life in this way opens you up to a view of life which is miraculous, which is spiritual, which is meaningful. That's something that we all want. I bless you for this Hanukkah, that through the lighting of the candles, through the understanding of this miracle, you experience on a greater level the deep meaning behind all those little coincidences that make our lives so special. Happy Hanukkah.